It is the final countdown to the conclave, and with roughly 22 hours to go, the Vatican is a flurry of intense activity. Catholics from around the world are flocking to St. Peter's Square with crosses in tow. And new video shows a ceremony that dates back to the 13th century, the destruction of the signet on Pope Francis' iconic fisherman's ring. One final formal rite of farewell to one pope before his successor is chosen. Today, the 133 cardinals who will participate in the conclave are beginning the process of moving into the simple rooms in Vatican City after holding their 12th and final congregation meeting while trying to narrow down their choices for the next pope. Joining me now, MSNBC contributor Christopher White, Vatican correspondent at the National Catholic Reporter. So we're down to the wire now, Chris. One Canadian cardinal said, "This is not a political convention," but take us inside what we know about how these conversations often unfold, the considerations in these final hours.
Well, Chris, we miss you here in Rome. And as you know, it's dinner time here. And dinner time is very important, and it's important for the conclave. Many cardinals right now are using this evening. It's their final chance to sort of go to their favorite Roman restaurant or go to their friend's apartment and talk together privately about who they want to see lead the Catholic Church, the 1.4 billion Catholics around the world. They're trying to converge, along a handful of candidates in these moments. Once they get into the Sistine Chapel, there's no formal speeches that will be given. So all the work that takes place before the balloting happens is done outside of the room.
So we just got new video from the Sistine Chapel, and in preparation for whoever the future pontiff is, the Vatican, of course, has prepared papal robes in 3 different sizes. For all the short lists, there they are. For all the interviews, for all the speculation, we've talked about how Francis really wasn't on any bingo cards in 2013. How much goes out the window when they seal the doors? You know, we've said this quite a few times over the course of the last week or so, but you go in the Pope, you come out a cardinal. The favorites often don't do well.
Yeah, you know, I have a short list of my own at the National Catholic Reporter of about a dozen names, and I've been spending the entire day thinking, who did I miss? Did I overlook someone? I mean, I think, you know, we often hear that every U.S. senator looks in the mirror and thinks, I could be president someday. You know, not every cardinal necessarily thinks that, but a lot of them think that about each other. And so I think there's an element of surprise that we always have to leave room for, and especially in this conclave. I mean, 80% of the men that are going to be inside that room have never done this before. They don't know one another, and so there's going to be all sorts of room for this election to go in a number of possible directions. So it will be a spectacular bit of theater when the new Pope arrives, but I'm not putting any money on who walks out there.
Yeah, and often, well, first of all, they announce it in Latin. Have you sort of gotten your Latin up to speed? I have not.
I spent my weekend studying Latin first names. Absolutely.
There you go. And I don't doubt that you did that. But, you know, there is this myth that only the 133 voting cardinals matter in this process. Is that exactly true?
No, I mean, I think the cardinals have been engaged and in dialogue with the world around them in these weeks leading up to the election. I had dinner with the cardinal a few nights ago who said he was going home and watching YouTube interviews and speeches of his fellow cardinals to, in a sense, audition them and sort of see how do they play on camera? Are they substantive or not? So there are all sorts of ways in which this election is shaped from voices outside of the room.
Yeah, it is fascinating because the question is, do they have someone who can speak to the wider world? That includes personality. That includes there are possible popes who speak 10 languages. So many considerations. Christopher White, I wish I was there with you as well. It's great to see you, my friend. Thank you.